This technology is helping bridge the healthcare gap. It uses a custom-made portable device called a Metscope, which is connected to a smartphone. A user's finger is inserted into the Metscope, and the application uses a red light to penetrate the skin and detect the red blood cells. Brian Gita says his team's innovation has proved effective in diagnosing malaria.
So the kit works on the principles of light scattering. So you can be able to tell the components of your blood by just shining light onto it. So that is the working principle of the kit, and that's where the technology is built on, of course, to see that we can be able to scan that and be able to return results on the status of your conditions.
Gita says this method is quicker than blood testing and does not cause trauma among patients who fear needles. Following successful clinical trials, the scientists are now moving to deploy the kit. But first, they have to identify areas that have been hit hard by malaria infection so that they can prioritize where to deploy the kits.
We're already hitting the ground, and we want to use a data-driven approach. So for us, deploying health systems, digital systems that help digitize processes at the point of care is the first step. The data that is coming in with the different partners that are on board to see which region is hit most is where we will deploy, is where we see that there is absolute need.
They have so far conducted malaria surveillance in 100 hospitals in Uganda. And the data collected shows that the disease is still a burden to the country's health system.
Malaria is actually still high, mostly because some people don't go to the health facilities, some people find it expensive, and then even when they go, some of them are misdiagnosed because many health facilities do not have microscopes.
The population of Africa is susceptible to malaria because of high incidences of mosquito bites that transmit the disease. So the continent would stand to benefit from simple tools like matibabu, which would prevent delays in getting results from health centers. The bloodless malaria detecting kit has been welcomed by the country's health ministry.
We as malariologists are concerned. It will help us to enhance the compliance, the adherence to diagnosis before people swallow any antimalarial drug thinking that every fever is due to malaria.
According to the World Health Organization, Uganda has one of the highest global burdens of malaria, with over 90% of its population at risk. Innovators like Gita are not only targeting Uganda, but the wider region as well.
We are looking into expansion opportunities within the neighboring countries. That's around Kenya, but also looking at other countries like Angola, and see that how do we get our solutions and kits into these communities that need them the most as well.
Once in use, innovations like matibabu could go a long way to reducing the incidence rate of malaria and burden on hospitals across sub-Saharan Africa.